Hello. I guess it's been a little bit too long, 6 years, 5 years, since the last video. There's been a lot happening. I love Tasmania. It's still, I think, one of the best places in the world to live. The climate, the people, the food, everything was exactly what I wanted. Unfortunately, who I was doing it with didn't end up being who I could live with. Not for the rest of my life. So, after a few moves, I'm finally at a place now where I think this will be the last place I live, ideally. And with someone that I want to spend that time with. So now we're on the mid-north coast of New South Wales, 130 acres. It's a bit bigger than my last one. But Mrs. Farm breeds horses. So we needed the space. The upside to this is that we can have other animals too. For instance, sheep. This is Toro. This is Victor. That was our mistake naming them after lawnmowers because they've successfully destroyed a huge amount of the garden. For instance, these used to be roses and now they are sticks. But overall, they are very lovely to have and they are a constant source of joy. Aren't you? Aren't you, Victor? Yes, they're lovely. We also have Frosty. Mrs. Farm has had Frosty for a very long time. She's about 8. She is the loveliest little sheep. She is very special. We take very good care of her. Don't we, Frosty? Yeah, you love a good scratch. She is lazy because she's getting old and her feet hurt. These boys will probably follow us up the paddock as we go for a little wander. There are also a whole heap of dogs. You want to come here, Pancake? No? There's Pancake, that's Cooper, that's Rowan, and that's Finn. 3 dachshunds and a Jack Russell. So if we start to go for a walk around the farm, you can get an idea of the scale and work that we're going to have to put into this. We've been here not too long now, probably 12 months. A lot of it has been just setting up bare minimums for the horses and the other animals. It was a big move, shipping containers, lots of driving, and it's been very different getting used to the climate up here. I miss the cold, but Mrs. Farm is a lizard, so she only starts moving around in the heat. It's been a lot of planning. I've got veggie gardens planned out. I've got herb and medicine gardens planned out. But for now, we've been getting horse fencing and some fencing to stop the sheep from getting everywhere. This property is big. Thankfully, the horses manage a lot of the grass, but there's still a lot to do before we can get into the fun stuff. This is our big dam. It doesn't look too big from here, but it's about 5 times the size of the house. I couldn't even begin to guess how many litres it is. And this is the little dam. Last couple of days we've had so much rain that it is finally full again. You wouldn't believe it, but that was nearly empty. And it's managed to collect so much rain that it's full, which is good because I was getting a little bit worried. The land needs another slash again. We were leaving it because we were a bit dry. We had 2 or 3 months with almost no rain. And where I'm walking now is to say hello to a few of the horses. I don't know if you can see back there, but there's actually Tucker, the 3 geese, and the 2 minis, 2 mini horses. We'll go and say hello to them maybe a bit later, maybe not in this video. There's a lot to go through. So we currently have 11, 12 big horses. I don't know a lot about horses, but I know which ones I like, which ones I have to be careful of. Coming up to one of my favourite parts of the property because it's green. That was another thing getting used to, is the grass isn't as green or as nice as it was in Tassie. You have to put a lot more work into it. So here we have Annie. Hello, Annie. It's okay. You're a bit scared of the camera. You don't know what to do. Annie is a gypsy cob. We thought she was pregnant. She was pregnant, but something must have happened. It does happen. We keep going. This is Cloud. Hello, Cloud. Cloud likes a good scratch under the belly, and she'll lean into you to tell you. Oh, yes. I love you, Cloudy. You gonna say hello to yourself? And then there is Ruby. Ruby is our new horse, Karen's new horse. She used to be a racing horse, but after not winning many races, or any races, she was retired. She's a lovely girl. And if we keep going, the others might not come up. They're all busy eating. But we have Oren, Pesto. There's Polly down there. I can't get too close to Polly. She's a bit mean. Pesto's coming to say hello. And a whole heap of others. Hello, Pesto. How are you? You good little one? Yeah. So they're the animals. I don't think I'll go too far around the 130 acres. We'll be here all day. But it's a really nice blank slate, which is a good name. So that's what we named the farm. Just in Latin. We've called it Tabula Rasa. It means clean slate. The both of us have had our own independent farms and have come together and are going to build this thing up to be hopefully something very big and fun, and just a whole heap of projects and all the things we wanted to do 6 years ago. So whilst it's been a long, arduous journey to get here, I think it's well worth it. So over the next couple of weeks, I've got a content schedule to try and finally film all of the things I didn't get to last time, either through work or circumstance. I think the first thing that we're going to go for is finally getting my veggie garden up and running. I had a good one in Tas. This one will be very different. So whilst I can't grow berries and currants and all of those sorts of things, we do have some other upsides, like mangoes, bananas, macadamia nuts. So all of that is very exciting. I still have the greenhouse to put up. Won't need as much here, but I brought it with me anyway. That's a monster. That's 12 meters by 5 meters. We've got the bricks ready to make the foundation. It's just a case of getting the footings in. We'll probably film some fencing as well. We've got a couple of techniques that we've worked out over a period of time after having horses. Horses are way worse than cows. They'll find their way to stick in their foot into a wire, or break them, or no matter what you do, they seem to manage to hurt themselves or hurt the fence. Sheep are also escape artists, so there's a few other things that we need to do about the sheep getting into the gardens, because they are monsters. They are indiscriminate monsters, and they don't care. They will eat everything. And we'll take you around, show you the rest of the animals and the rest of the yard. I might put up some drone footage in here to show you the scale of the thing that we're dealing with. It's a lot flatter than Tassie too. Tassie was very, very steep. This still has some undulations, but overall it's fairly flat comparatively. The other thing that we've noticed here more is snakes. Over the last few months, we've already had 3 brown snakes, 3 red bellies, and a death adder. So that's not the funnest thing. At the moment, it's pretty cool. So I'm not too worried about the dogs running around everywhere. They're pretty good, but Rowan in particular doesn't know that danger noodles are dangerous. We're also worried about the horses on occasion, so we try and keep the paddock slashed as much as we can. The dogs right now are losing it. They're just running around everywhere, sniffing as much as they can. And the horses are wondering why I'm being a doodle and just talking to myself to a big black box. Another place we can take you down at some point is the creek. We've got a seasonal creek here. It's actually deep enough to swim in once you get a bit of rain. Take you up to the house yards and do a full proper tour. But I just wanted this one to say I'm back. I'm very sorry it didn't get as much content as we wanted originally, but right, life does that to you. Throws you a curveball. But in the end, it's done a really good job. The universe has taken care of me. And now I have lots of animals. Oh, Cloudy likes to be scratched on the bum. Lots of animals. A great person to share it with. And so many projects to get through. I can't wait to show them.